Here's our unit test for Unit 7. What's in our universe? Put your name on your paper. For these sets of questions, you are going to answer the question using the passages given. Please highlight where you found your answer as well. Number 1. The sun provides energy, both light and heat energy. The sun's light and heat gives life to plants and animals. Without the sun, Earth would be freezing cold. What type of energy comes from the sun? A. Air for plants and animals to breathe. B. Cold energy. C. Light and heat energy. Circle the correct answer and highlight where you found it in the text above. Number 2. We're going to use the text below to answer the question. Earth also moves by spinning or rotating on its axis. It is this spinning that makes day and night on Earth and the motion of the sun across the sky from sunrise to sunset. It takes 1 day for Earth to make one complete rotation on its axis. What produces day and night? A. The Earth orbits around the sun. B. The Earth spins on its axis. C. The sun orbits around the Earth. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 3. Use the text below to answer the question. But the moon does not give off light the way the sun does. The moon is a ball of rock that gives off no light. It simply reflects light from the sun. Why can the moon be seen at night? A. The moon gives off light. B. The moon reflects light from the sun. C. The moon reflects light from the earth. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 4, use the text below to answer the question. The 4 planets closest to the sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are small planets. These planets have a rocky or solid surface. What are characteristics of the 4 planets closest to the sun? A. Rocky and small. B. Gaseous and large. C. Rocky and large. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 5. Use the text below to answer the question. Many space probes and robots have landed on Mars. They have taken photographs and also dug up rocks. What are probes? A. A piece of rock in outer space. B. A frozen ball of dust and ice. C. A tool used to explore something. Circle the correct answer. Highlight any clues about what a probe might be in the text above. Number 6. Use the text below to answer the question. The outer planets are very large and are mostly made of gas. Scientists often call these planets gas giants. What are characteristics of the outer planets? A. Rocky and small. B. Gaseous and large. C. Rocky and large. Circle the correct answer and then highlight it in the text above. Number 7. Use the text below to answer the question. Comets also orbit the sun. Comets are made mostly of ice and dust. When a comet gets close to the sun's heat causes some of the comet to change into a gas. What are comets made of? A. Rock and rust. B. Ice and dust. C. Rock and gas. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 8. Use the text below to answer the question. Remember that the sun is also a star. The stars in the night sky do not look like the sun. They do not look as big or as bright. What type of celestial object is the sun? A. A star. B. A planet. C. A meteor. Circle the correct answer and highlight it above. Number 9. Use the text below to answer the question. Scientists who study the stars and outer space are called astronomers. The Greek root word astron means star. The prefix astro is used in many other English words. What do astronauts study? A. Plants and animals. B. Language and words. C. Stars and outer space. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 10. Use the text below to answer the question. The galaxy to which our sun and solar system belong is called the Milky Way galaxy. It has a spiral shape when viewed from space. From Earth, it looks like a milky band of white light. What is the name of the galaxy we are in? A. Milky Way. B. Spiral galaxy. C. Andromeda galaxy. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 11. Use the text below to answer the question. One of the first people to describe these star patterns called constellations was a man named Ptolemy. What are constellations? A. A star's temperature. B. Star patterns. C. Star movements. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 12. Use the text below to answer the question. While Armstrong and Aldrin were on the moon, pilot Michael Collins stayed on a part of the spaceship that was still orbiting the moon. Who were the first astronauts to walk on the moon? A. Armstrong and Aldrin. B. Armstrong and Collins. C. Aldrin and Collins. Circle the correct answer and highlight it in the text above. Number 13. You're going to read each sentence and then write down the cause and the effect from each sentence. Sam was happy because she had won Sam was happy because she had won first place. Write down the cause and write down the effect. Number 14. Tiffany completed her homework, so her parents let her play video games. Write down the cause, write down the effect. Number 15. Since it was time to eat lunch, the students washed their hands. Write down the cause, write down the effect. Number 16. If it is cold outside, you will need to wear your coat. Write down the cause, write down the effect. Read each sentence and combine the sentences using so or because. Number 17. She opened presents. It was her birthday. Rewrite the sentence using capitals and periods and combining it with either so or because. Number 18. Her desk was a mess. She cleaned her desk. Rewrite the sentence using because or so. Number 19. He is studying for the test. The test is tomorrow. Rewrite the sentence using because or so. Number 20. They practiced a lot. They won the basketball game. Rewrite the sentence using because or so. Number 21. It was cold outside. They wore their coats. Rewrite the sentence using because or so. Number 22. He was hungry. He ate the sandwich. Rewrite the sentence using because or so. Now you're going to read each sentence and circle the word with the correct suffix that fits best with the sentence. Number 23. Tim was blank when he handed out the worksheets for the class. Helpful or helpless? Number 24. She was blank with the book and dropped it on the floor. Careful or careless? Number 25. She was blank when she received a good grade on the test. Joyful or joyless? Number 26. Eating too much candy can be blank to your health. Harmful or harmless? Number 27. Her expression became blank when she discovered she would not be able to make it to the concert. Hopeful or hopeless? Number 28. She was blank as she rode the fast roller coaster with a smile. Fearful or fearless? 29. She was very blank with the glass as she set it down slowly. Careful or careless? Number 30. He was very blank of the spider and hid from it. Fearful or fearless? Okay, we're going to read the passage, then compare frogs and toads using the Venn diagram below. Write 2 ideas in each space. There are 8 planets in our solar system. The 4 planets closest to the sun are called the inner planets. The 4 planets farthest away from the sun are called the outer planets. There are many similarities between them. One way they are alike is that they all orbit the sun. All of the planets are also round and in the shape of a sphere. There are also many ways the inner and outer planets differ from each other. The inner planets are mostly made of rock and are smaller in size. In contrast, the outer planets are large and made of mostly gas. For this reason, the outer planets are often known as gas giants. The inner and outer planets are also different in the amount of time they take to orbit the sun. The inner planets take less time to orbit the sun since they are closer to the sun. Unlike the inner planets, the outer planets take more time to orbit the sun since they are farther away. Find 2 things that are the same about 2 things about inner planets, 2 things about outer planets, and 2 things that are the same for the middle about the inner and the outer planets. If you would like a bigger Venn diagram, I have copies that you may have.